Welcome to Cornerstone Horsemanship. I'm Greta Cummings.
And I'm Sheri Billings. In the last 2 weeks, we've been talking about bits and bitting.
I'll just say right now, the only reason that bit's on this farm is for teaching purposes, not training, teaching purposes, because all the other Tom Thumb bits I've had like that, they're holding up all my fence posts.
Or they're making nice toilet paper roll holders.
Well, yeah, that too. And not everybody's crafty like you, Sheri. So let's talk about this one for just a minute more about why I don't like it.
Okay.
And so when we talked about snaffle bits, we talked about how, when they have a single joint like this, how they can collapse down on that horse's jaw. So let's just think about that for a minute. So this bit is now collapsed down on my horse's jaw as I'm pulling. Plus I'm pulling on the reins, and the chin strap, if it was there, would be catching on the chin and driving this point down into my horse's tongue. Now, the tongue is the most sensitive part of the horse's mouth.
Yes.
And they will do any and everything to get away from pressure on the tongue, flipping their head, running through the bit, shoving their tongue up in their throat, restricting their airway, sticking their tongue out the side of their mouth. And it's all because there's just too much pressure on the tongue. And this bit gives no tongue pressure or tongue relief at all. And it actually builds the more that you pull on it. So they're not a good bit, even if you have trained hands. They're just not good.
I was just going to say, even a very highly trained hand, and then if you have to go and correct them for anything, I also notice that they will actually bump into their jaw. And if they have any teeth problems or anything, that just makes it painful for the horse.
Yes. Yeah, it sure does. So yeah, the Tom Thumb or the Western Snaffle, which it is poorly named, just is a bit I don't think anybody should have in their tack room at all. Like I said, it's just for teaching purposes. Like this is why I have it. So you were asking about my reins there earlier.
Yes, these are so nice, and they're soft, and they just fit right in my hand perfectly. Can you tell us a little bit about where you got these reins?
Well, I'd be happy to visit with you about reins, but I think everybody out there has been listening to us flapping our jaws long enough.
Yeah.
So we'll catch those next week.
That's a good idea. We'll do reins next week.
All right. May the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you.
And the horses you ride
From our barn to yours.